the January 22nd to 28th energy updates. This is like such a huge opportunity, and you'll notice it really feeds off of what I was talking about last week, right? Because here, from the 22nd to the 28th, we have this huge opportunity, and it's exciting. It's super exciting. But you know, I geek out over this stuff. So the big theme here is this feeling incomplete, right? And we're going to be trying to rush to finish projects, and you know, we're going to really feel those voids within ourselves, right? And these are the ones that I talked about last week, where we had our own puzzle piece, and I really wish I had a puzzle at this point. We had our own puzzle pieces and our own picture. That was how we were designed. And throughout our life, we were told that, oh, that's not the right one. That piece of the puzzle doesn't belong. It's not good. It's not worthy. It's stupid. Whatever. Right? All of this bullshit. And we believed it. We freaking believed it. And then we took those pieces out and we threw them aside and said, I don't want those. Those aren't right. Those aren't like them. But we're all so unique, and we all have our own unique puzzle pictures, that nobody else's puzzle pieces are going to be quite like ours, right? We might have somebody that has the right shape to fit our puzzle, but the pictures aren't going to align. They're not going to match up, because we're all unique in how we are designed to show up in this world. So when we feel incomplete, instead of trying to grab other people's puzzle pieces this time, we get to look within. We get to look at our shadow side, to look at those rejected parts of ourselves and examine them and fall back in love with them and understand that they're not bad. They just weren't right for that person, for that group, right? They were right for us, and that's all that matters. That's all it has to be. It has to be right for us. But we didn't know that back then. And now we get this opportunity to look at them and to love them and to embrace them and to incorporate them back into our being, to put it back in the puzzle. And as we do that, as we pull those pieces out of the shadows and start to put them back into place, we start to be able to see that bigger picture, see our life's purpose of showing up as our whole divine self. And that is like freaking beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm getting a little emotional over here. I'm so excited about it because it's amazing. I can't tell you how many people I have worked with that feel like they don't belong. They feel like there's parts of themselves that are like awful or unworthy or unvaluable, and it's just not true. I know I used to feel that way too. So this is such a huge opportunity for us. And we get to move forward with an open heart and in a safe space where we can share all of ourselves, our whole picture, right? And that is like, I'm getting chills. Like, that is so special. Welcome to Aquarius season, right? Just show your uniqueness. It is welcome. So with that being said, also make sure that you're really owning your power. And one of the things that we do that gives our power away very subtly is we will, we will apologize to others without needing to apologize. Or we will assume that we have done something wrong and take responsibility for it, even though it had nothing to do with us. For example, I was talking to a friend one time, and they had said something, and then they worried that what they had said had struck me wrong, and they then chose to apologize for it. And it was just such a weird thing to apologize for, at least according to me. Because I'm like, I'm responsible for my own actions. Like, I'm fully capable of processing this and understanding that, you know, there was no ill intention within it. And I mean, in some cases, it's much more abstract things that we're apologizing for. Like, one of the things that's always gotten me is somebody's ill, right? Somebody's sick, and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry that you're sick. And what happens is we're apologizing for that illness as if we caused it, right? When we apologize, we're taking responsibility. And it's important to make sure that you're only taking responsibility for your roles, for your choices, and not somebody else's. So be mindful on where you're apologizing and what you're apologizing for, and make sure that it fits. You know, if something sucks and you want to empathize, my condolences is the perfect phrase to use. It's something I've taught my daughter too. Another way that we accidentally give our power away without realizing it is through gratitude, right? Gratitude is growing and growing and becoming a daily practice. But what happens is we give gratitude outside of ourselves, right? But we are creating our own experience. We are creating the perceptions of our reality that we internalize as our experience and as our memory. And when we are, giving thanks to God or to the universe or whatever, right? We are, in a way, abdicating that responsibility. We're giving away that power because we're the ones that created it. We created that situation and the experiences around it that allowed it to show up, our choices, right? Because if you didn't hold healthy boundaries, if you didn't cultivate healthy relationships around you and foster a safe space for yourself, right? You wouldn't have those people that show up and pitch in. You wouldn't have these wonderful, miraculous experiences. So own it. Own what you're creating. You can give gratitude outside of yourselves when somebody helps you or does something. Absolutely. I'm not saying that. But own your creation. Thank you, me, for creating this opportunity to go live and to talk to all these people and share all of my insights and my wisdom from my own journey and through working with others on their journeys, right? Like, thank you. I love this. And thank you to everybody else for listening, for coming and supporting me and showing me that what I have to share is valuable to you. I mean, I know it's valuable to me, otherwise I wouldn't talk about it. But I appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you. But I also get to be grateful for myself. So don't forget to be grateful to yourself for what you're creating, right? Okay, so I want to talk about not only that, but strength. A lot of people think of strength as being able to persevere the shitty stuff or physical strength. But strength is, to me, when we are willing to step through the resistance and change. When we are willing to hold our own power, our pillar, and be firm and strong within that, right? And in knowing who we are. That right there, to me, is strength. Because if you're able to just keep going through all of this crappy stuff and the universe just keeps pummeling you after the other and you're just trudging along and, you're not trying to change the situation, I mean, that's definitely resilience. It's definitely perseverance. I wouldn't necessarily call it strength. Strength is when we step through that resistance, step through the scary stuff, and step out of our comfort zone where, it's really not comfortable anyways, because whatever we're experiencing right now probably isn't that great. But we step out of the comfort zone. We stretch the rubber band a little bit further and take new actions, try new things. We stand up for ourselves. We speak our truth. We don't put a mask over ourselves or filter ourselves when we show up in the world in our interactions. We're just us. And that is freaking beautiful. And that, to me, is what strength is. I think that's really all I wanted to talk about this week. But, really look at where you feel like you don't have that strength, where you have a void or a gap or you're missing something, and go find those pieces. Go find them. Talk to them. Reflect on it. And if you need help, reach out to me. This is my joy. This is my passion. This is what I am here to do, is help people find those pieces and learn to reintegrate them and to show up in their wholeness and authenticity and be excited and love life again. So reach out to me, send me a comment, grab the link to my website on my YouTube page, like just below this video, and, you know, set up a call, whatever it is. I'm here. I got you. You don't have to do it alone. All right, that is it. That is all I have, and I look forward to talking to y'all again next week. Bye.